Now, like I said a long time ago, we've done all of the research, so we can now do all kinds of stuff. We can put in maglevs, we could put sewage sanitizers in if we wanted to. Um, I definitely want to put a fusion power plant in. So you know what? Let's do that because that's kind of a bit of fun. And I've got to say, I've been spending some time in this city, with all this stupid education nonsense, and I'm starting to have ideas that I might actually turn this utility city into a bit of a city because I've kind of been looking at it, and might as well have this running. I've been looking at it and I've been thinking, Oh, let me tell you about a bit of backstory. While we're here, see now, the academy doesn't like Omega Co, right? And they don't want to have anything to do with Omega Co in their region, okay? Because they know that Omega is nasty stuff. It's addictive. It gets the population hooked, and it allows Omega to move in and basically monopolize and buy up everything and take over, right? So that's why the academy doesn't have any Omega in their region. It's the only way to keep them out is just to not let them in at all. Omega have a totally different Omega Co have a totally different attitude towards the academy. Now, they don't like the academy because of the academy's reluctance to let them into their territories. They want to move in. They want to take over, but their attitude to the academy is they want to use the academy's technology, right? Because they're not afraid of the academy, so they're quite happy to get the academy in and use their ground scrubbers and their fusion technology and their wave power and like anything that they can get their hands on, because at the end of the day, Omega Co is only interested in making money, the acquisition of power and cash. That's what they're about. So there you go, bit of backstory. So that's why this is here. Omega Co have asked the academy to basically put together a utility city, and I'm starting to think, like, hey, wouldn't it be cool, like we'll, put a fusion reactor in here, but we kind of want to keep it secret. So maybe have a walled enclave, put a nice wall around the whole thing, like round the cliffs, and like instead of just having this dumped, these things, actually make them into like, a sewage plant and a water pumping station and have some, move some of the residential around to create, proper housing for the workers and stuff, and put some details in, So yeah, so I might do that. I might have a tinker with this and make this into a proper city. So okay, anyway, enough chat. Time to start building some stuff. So let's get a fusion reactor going. So I'm going to whack a fusion reactor in, I think, kind of in the centre of this. So yeah, might actually extend that road just a tiny little bit, so we can get this kind of sort of centred. Let's run that over there. Yeah, I think about there-ish. Looks good to me. Right, now, what should we pop on here? How much power do we want? Now these four, I can't remember how much they produce. They produce about 100 about 200 each, don't they? So it's about like 800 megawatts or whatever. So what does this thing produce? Okay, it doesn't tell you. I wonder if it tells you on here. It's bound to, surely. So that produces 200. So the ordinary ones produce 200. So we could whack a couple of those on. But I think let's go for an advanced. What do you think? I mean, control net wise, it uses like twice the control net, but it produces 10 times, more than 10 times the amount of power. So I think let's whack in and advanced, and we could always whack in another one, and that would like power the entire region forever. Okay, now we need to crank this up and get it powered up. So we're going to need to turn these babies on. So it's a nice thing about these having a utility city with all this power in it, because it means starting this thing is going to be pretty darned easy. Now let's take a quick look at our control net. I happen to know that an academy fully populated generates about 20,000. It's a little bit over 18,360. Call it 20,000. This thing only uses about 3,000, I think. No, 4,000. Okay, so we're still going to have like loads for our maglev and anything else that we want to do, and we'll be able to sell ControlNet from this city to other cities. So that's going to be very cool. So ignite the old fusion reactor, and boom, bingo, baby. That's now generating loads of power. Yep, lovely. Nice little achievement. Good, good, good. Okay, so having done that, let's go and check. Okay, look at this. 4,500. Yeah, it's a little bit more than we actually need. So we can now get rid of these horrible things. That's excellent. Yeah, and now I've got this in, I like really want to do something up here. I don't know, I want to put some security towers around this and stuff. I like not as elaborate as the secret research base, but you know, some security so that they can keep their secrets secret on the academy side. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's jump back over, and we're going to start doing some maglev and some ground scrubbers. All right, so here we are back in the Omega Cow, and I have done just a little bit of messing around and created the spaces for or some of the spaces. I've just realised that I've got to create a space over here. So, well, let's do that. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got room to put in our ground scrubbers. And if I zoom out a bit, you can see that we've got room for 1, 2, 3. I'll skip that one, and there 4. So, what you know, I'm talking about it. Stop talking about it. Just do it. Oh, there's one thing I've got to do first, which is go up to the region view and go over here to ControlNet, and we're going to buy the ControlNet, and we've got like over 14,000 ControlNet that we can buy from Hawk's View. Excellent. And if we need more, we can just put in some ControlNet facilities over there and build up the mega tower, and we'll have loads and loads. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Now, before I had a request. People want to see what the pollution map looks like, and as you can see in the factory area, absolutely black. But you'll notice there's no pollution in the residential area. Now, what that means is that our garbage is working. So if I put the garbage map on, see, you only get pollution when you get the red stacks. Okay, so as long as you're not getting red stacks, everything's cool. Okay, right. Let's put our ground scrubbers in. there's two reasons to put these ground scrubbers in. The first one would be aesthetics. So if you say to yourself, hey, I'm going to run a nice clean city for whatever reason, then putting in the ground scrubbers, fine, excellent. The only other reason to put them in is financial. Okay? Now, these things need to pay for themselves. Because otherwise, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a cash cow. We're here to make money. So these things have got to pay for themselves. So what I'm hoping is that by putting these 4 scrubbers in, and I'm also going to fill this area with trees, which I'll do while I'm talking to you, that we can get rid of one of the hospitals. Now, that's the objective. Now, the hospitals cost around 8,000 an hour, something like that. So if we can get rid of one of the hospitals just by having 4 ground scrubbers in here, then we'll save 4,000 an hour, which, hey, lovely. Bit more cash. Not going to complain about bit more cash. Right, let's come on, get a liberal application of trees. Now, we have got some room under these bridges where trees will go, and they will help out a little bit. So pop some trees under your bridges. There's a bridge there, and over here. Like anywhere you've got a little bit of space, pop your trees in, because they're pretty much free and they will help to keep the pollution down. And then while that's cleaning up, I'm going to talk to you about some other tips and answer a few questions that people have asked. Okay, that looks good. Let's have a check on the old pollution. I've no idea how fast these ground scrubbers are going to work. So what they do, you see those puffs of smoke? That's the ground scrubbers. Because what they do is they absorb the pollution, and when this bar gets up to here, let's get rid of that. You'll see, because you confuse it with the purple smoke. Come on. Right. When once it gets up to there, it'll convert that now into air pollution. And there you go. There's a big puff of air pollution. I'm going to pause that for a second and switch to the air pollution map. And the thing is, you can't really see it because there is so much air pollution coming off all these factories. It kind of doesn't make any difference. But and the thing is, we may find that cleaning up the ground pollution doesn't make that much difference. I'm going to be interested to see if it makes a difference to how many sick people we've got. So let's have a quick look. We've got around about 1,000 injured a day. There's virtually no sick, it's all injured. So let's see how those numbers change over time. Right, let's let that run for a while, and I'll talk about some other little things that you can do to make your mega cow even better. While we're on the subject of futurization, one of the things you can do is you can replace your garbage burners, your incinerators, with garbage atomizers. Now, garbage atomizers are not only are they clean, but they actually process more garbage. This one processes 1.5 tons an hour. This one processes 1.8 tons an hour. So that'll help to get the garbage down, and you won't get the yellow and red flashing messages so often. Well, that doesn't matter, to be honest, and the costs are virtually the same, so we may as well go for the clean option. What else? Okay, now trade ports. You'll notice I've replaced the 4 trade depots with 2 trade ports. Okay, now you can do this once you've got VTOLs, and I'll show you how I've got them set up. So you add some of these heavy lift VTOL pads, so that instead of getting delivery trucks, although you still get the delivery trucks coming in from the region, but you also get these heavy lift VTOLs, which brings in enough of your resources. This one's the ore, this one's the oil, and you'll find I put in like 6 trucks for each to deliver to the factories, and you'll find that that'll be fine. So 2 trade ports, just 1 for oil, 1 for ore. Put in the VTOLs, 6 trucks each. Make sure you've got your VTOL pads on all your factories, and that will be absolutely fine.